we got 5 guys going to the tournament. The brackets are the brackets. Matchups are the matchups. You get guys prepared and ready for them. The thing is you can't get really looking ahead. If I win this match and then I win this match and then I'll wrestle this guy, you don't know if that guy's going to get there. So really, while we're controlling and worrying about is controlling this first match and being ready for our first opponent. And I'm using a lot of cliches, being the typical coach, but that is what you have to do. You have to make it really simple and not get ahead of yourself. I think Peter's in a good spot. He wrestles a guy right away that he's beat a couple times. He'll wrestle maybe another guy from the MAC his second match, and then, and I'm doing what I just said not to do. But if you start looking at it on paper, you know what? You like his chances. You like where he's at. I'll put Dylan Peters up there against anybody. Alber wrestles Harding, kid from Oklahoma State. They wrestled last year, maybe in his first tournament that Alber wrestled in. I think it was 3-1. Harding beat him, but that doesn't hold a whole lot of weight. Look at both those guys have wrestled a lot in this last year, so neither of those guys are at the same point that they were. I know Albert struggled at that tournament, but man, it's only one tournament. You really, the basis of your season is to get to the national tournament and then see where you go from there. So I like what I've seen out of him in practice this week. Really trying to go get a score early. In the matches that he's done that, he's been really, really tough. So that's kind of really what we're keying on for him. Bryce Steiert wrestles another guy. We got some MAC opponents right away. The thing I like about Bryce and Cooper is they get to get out there right away. They're both pigtail matches. I think that's a great thing when you don't have to sit in the back. You don't have to really wait. You can kind of just stay in your routine, because sometimes when you have to wait 3, 4, 5 hours, it's a little bit different. They'll be up right away. Most of those guys, 3 of those guys have been at the tournament already. Maybe not that venue. 3 of those guys were in the venue last year too, because we competed there. I don't know. Yeah, you can do the Hoosiers thing. It's the basket's the same height and same because it's still wrestling. Just if you make it bigger than it needs to be, which I don't think. Really we're having guys concentrated effort for 7 minutes at a time. And being focused and really feeding off the energy because. How many times do you get to wrestle in front of 18,000, 19,000 people? So instead of getting overwhelmed by the moment, kind of embracing the moment, enjoying it, and not puckering up, but just, hey man, this is awesome. I'm just going to soak it in, and so that's more what we're talking about, and kind of talking about the experiences that we've had as coaches and what their teammates have had, and using that. But we go back to breathing a lot. If there's one thing that we talk to our guys about more than anything, it's probably just control their breathing. As far as guys being prepared. They're as prepared as they've ever been for any event in their life. So, if you look at it in those terms, and those guys have had a lot of success in events throughout their life. So, they're the most prepared they've been. So now it's kind of go out and being rewarded for all that work that they've done.